I'm making this video in response to several people who have asked me, what's circle work? What's so great about it? And it's a very good question, and it's very difficult to answer because it's like if you'd never had chocolate before and someone said, have you ever tried chocolate? And you said no, and you asked, what is chocolate? The person would probably say, just taste it. I feel the same way about circle work. It's not something that you could really describe in words to great effect. It's an experience. It touches on the feeling realm, right? We live in a world that is kind of stuck here. And there's a lot of wisdom here. There's a lot of great things here, but there's so much here. There's so much here. There's so much more of you. There's so much more within you that can only be accessed from the feeling state, from going beyond the thinking mind, the logical brain, that, the ego that wants to keep us safe. And, it's doing its job by bringing up all the doubts and worries and concerns because it's keeping us safe. But if we want to dive deeper into ourselves, if we want to go into those places that we can unearth our greatest gifts, it's not for the faint of heart. It's for people who really want to know what's there, because you're going to see darkness. You're going to see the not enoughness. You're going to see the doubt and the worry and the shame. And some people would just rather not go there and just, live in the world that they're in. And that's choice, right? But if you're somebody who wants to go a little deeper, circle work is a great vehicle because it's a safe space if it's done in the right way. It's a safe space for people to allow themselves to be seen in a place that's a little more vulnerable. It's a place where you can see and have the experience of listening deeply, which I think is an art form that I'm working to bring back. And I need to work on all the time too, because we're so used to just putting out information. But by learning to use that vehicle of listening, by working the muscle of listening to others, not only do we find greater connection with others, but we also can remember to listen more intently to ourselves. And when something uncomfortable comes up, we're not going to, eat it away or shop it away or drink it away or run away. We're going to look at it like a child that's asking for help, because I believe that it's part of us that just never grew up or needs love or needs some kind of nurturance. But if we take the time to look at those places that feel uncomfortable and sit with the uncomfortable without running, breathe through it and say, okay, what's here? Let's look deeper. Let's see what's underneath all of that. We can see that those big scary green monsters that we've been harboring forever aren't as big and scary as we thought they were, usually. We can find a way to move through them, many of them, and make some space for the greater gifts that are within us that want to be shared, that the world needs, that are so necessary for this time in history, this profound moment that we're sharing in together, that I think if we can really harness the power of loving all of ourselves without judgment, we can find great things, great solutions, great experiences, just connection. And ultimately, I think a lot of scholars would agree that connection is something that we're all looking for. So circle is kind of that. I don't want to cheapen it about talking about the logistical things, but we laugh, we cry, we hold space for each other, we love each other tenderly, we dance, we share verbally, we journal, all circles are different based on the needs of the moment and the people who are holding that container, because we're each a part of that circle, we're each a part of that container and holding our piece of it. And that's another aspect of circle that makes it so magical, that makes it not so burdensome when things come up, because we're all holding space equally. We're all committed to seeing you, and then the next person, and then the next person, and the next person. And we hold space and reverence for each other's greatness. It's It's really a magical place. So I hope that helped answer some questions of Circle. Again, you really kind of have to taste it to experience it. And if you have any other questions, reach out. If it's something you're interested in, you can visit the link here to access my Patreon page. I offer circles every month, 4 of them, 2 in the daytime and 2 in the evening. So if you wanted to have access to Circle on a regular basis, I'm circling up 4 times a month. So I'd love to see you there. But again, if you have any more questions, please feel free to reach out. And I wish you blessings on your journey. Thanks for watching. Be well.